Okay, we've got a few advice questions, one specifically for you, Mom.
Okay.
This is going to be good. To Ethan's mom, I've reached the dating age,
Okay.
and I'd like to know how to bag a man. Drop some dating techniques. What is the way into a man's heart? And be honest.
Oh, wow. Well, get yourself gussied up.
Gussied?
Yes.
What does that mean exactly?
You know, put on nice clothes and wear nice perfume and look.
Put
yeah,
the effort in.
Look, yeah.
The nails, are nails important?
You know, it depends on the type of girl and the type of guy.
Let me see your nails.
I don't
You're
have.
not gussied. Your nails aren't gussied.
No, I don't, but I do have an appointment. But
Oh, so we're going to gussy the nails up.
That's an expression that women used when they got on the wagon trains to go west. They all got gussied up for that big, long expedition.
Are you calling
going
Mom
west.
old?
Oh God, ancient.
Well, that expression, I think that's the original.
I don't know. God, I just think that you should be affectionate.
Not too affectionate, though, like
No,
Hailey Bieber.
no. What? God, what do you do? I just think that you should just be yourself and don't, I don't know what to say.
How to keep a man happy.
I love it when
How to keep a man happy?
Speechless. She's speechless.
a beautiful woman like Mom says, yeah, just be yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy for you.
Well, I mean, everyone's beautiful, especially when you're young. Everyone's beautiful. I just think that, put in some effort to know what he's about, inquire, talk to him. Don't spill your guts about me. You can probe and find out about, his interests.
Listen.
Yeah.
Gussie, listen.
Gussie and listen. I think that's a good, and if you really like the guy, don't feel uncomfortable about maybe touching his hand or,
Don't touch me, as Justin would say.
Here's what I think.
Listen to Ethan. He's got some good advice.
I think something really important to remember when you're dating, especially when you're young, is that everybody's shy and insecure. So if you like a guy, it's not bad to be forward, right? So if you want to say, hey, if you want to say, it's even cute to be like, hey, do you want to go on a date? Do you want to hang out? These are nice, cute things that are not going to turn off a guy, So,
I thought they were already on a date.
Well, they're asking for tips. How do we've reached the dating age. How do we bag that man?
I think
you have to let a guy know you like him because guys definitely are shy.
Yeah,
and they're insecure.
guys are much shyer and insecure than you think.
Yes.
I think shared interests are important. So, like most guys like sports, for example. So when you meet someone and they like sports, don't say, oh, I hate sports. I hate football. I've never watched anything. At least feign some interest in the things that interest the person.
Fake liking their stuff until you're married.
Fake it till
and then do the 180.
No, if you hate sports.
Fake that you like sports.
Yeah, that you
and
have
the
them
guys
trapped.
and the friends. Once you get married, then say you're not allowed to hang out with them anymore.
That's right.
Right.
You can't watch football on Sundays anymore.
I think confidence is beautiful as always. Be forward. If you feel like you're in this situation where it's like, I think he likes me and I like him and nobody's making a move, it's okay to just, make that move, be confident, like you said, be attentive, be flattering. Guys don't get flattered enough. They don't get complimented enough. It's always that the expectation is that the guy, because this is a woman asking for advice. So it's always that the guy is expected to compliment and court the woman. But a lot of times, it's very meaningful when men receive compliments too. So if you like a guy and you're looking for ways to kind of be affectionate with him, compliment him, tell him that he looks good today. Tell him he's funny. Tell him, that he's handsome. Or
when you
whatever.
were dating, did anyone do that to you? Do you remember that far back?
I wish they did.
I think you're right, though. You just
Yeah.
you just have to let them know that it's okay for them to approach you.
Exactly.
That's the best advice.
So that's mom's advice on bagging a man.
That's it. Pretty
If
simple.
you like it, then you better put a ring on it. How do you feel about a woman proposing to a man?
I proposed to your father, so I think
I
it's
guess
fine.
she's in favor of it.
Okay, the next one is called a smelly situation. This one's tough. I currently work in an office that went part-time remote during the pandemic. Recently, we switched to full-time in the office, and it seems that throughout this pandemic, one of my coworkers has forgotten how to shower because they really stink.
Ooh.
We have dropped hints to them using air fresheners when they're around and asking loudly, what is that smell? What do you mean you give them air fresheners? Just here.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay.
However, they just aren't getting the hint. What are some creative ways to tell someone they smell without hurting their feelings?
I actually experienced something like this.
Oh my goodness.
And the gift was deodorant in
That's
a
not fun.
lovely package with bows, and it was anonymous.
Yeah, you're probably going to want to do something like that if it's getting to the point where their stink is actually disrupting. Like I would say if it's not that bad, just, you're going to have to endure it because telling someone they stink is not an easy task.
Well, it's got to be a deodorant problem.
So, well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It
if it's not,
is.
then it's something really. If
It
there's
is.
other stinks happening that aren't armpit related, then you got big issues.
I think if you're not using an antiperspirant, you still perspire. If with other deodorants, and you can still have an odor.
What if
So-
everyone went into the office wearing gas masks?
Get them.
That might do it.
Why didn't everyone tell me we're wearing gas masks?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hint.
No, just
Yeah, gas masks could work. Setting up caution tape around their desk, maybe.
Well,
I
just
think
be anonymous and
you're
give them
gonna
deodorant.
You're gonna have to leave an anonymous note, or a deodorant's
Yeah.
kind of passive aggressive, but maybe an anonymous letter that just says, "Hi, I don't want to be rude. I mean
It's
this
rude.
with peace and love."
They'll give you. You'll hurt their feelings.
Well, just write like, "I'm very sorry to bring this up, but there's I think you need to shower more. There's some smell coming off you. Peace and love. God bless. Let's do something about this smell. 2021 is the year of not smelling."
Oh, when I was in high school,
Wait, one of the things that's really important is it a female or a male that smells?
It's unspecific, but I'm assuming for some reason that it's a man.
It's got to be a man. It's got to be a
But
man.
there's no easy way to do this. So it's like, first of all, you have to make that decision. Am I going to do this? Is it so bad that I have to do this? Because it's going to hurt their feeling. And then if it's so bad that you literally can't endure sitting next to this person anymore, you're going to have to. I wouldn't tell them. It will ruin your relationship for. Do you tell them? Do you just you just own it and just be like, listen, dude, I got to break it to you, man. There's a little bit of a stink coming off you right now.
I think if it's a guy, it needs to be a guy that tells him.
Yeah.
And if he's a good enough friend, he could say, "Look, just basically what you're saying, and just be honest."
Just be like, yeah. I mean, that's one way, but I totally understand wanting to go in the anonymous way too. That could fuck with their head in another way because they'll be looking over shoulder like, damn, everybody in this office knows I stink, which is probably true.
Yeah,
But it's almost like you got
do
to
you remember Stinky Fraulein?
Yes.
So how did everyone address that?
I don't think anyone ever addressed it. We just endured the stink.
well, and that's European kind of.
None of the other people
You should
smelled
tell
like
this.
that.
You should tell the story.
we-
Your listeners don't.
We
know
had
what we're talking
an
about.
exchange trip when I was in high school. Hope she's not watching. God bless her. She's German.
Frauke.
She's in Germany. And a girl became my partner, which means she came and stayed with us for a month. And then I went and stayed with her family for a month in Germany. So when she came and visited us, there was just, maybe she hit puberty.
Smelled like a skunk.
Oh my God.
It did. She did not use deodorant.
Well, it was like BO like I never smelled in. It was a nice hot summer too, boy.
Well, and remember we drove to Santa Barbara to the orchid
I didn't
show.
go with you guys.
Yeah. Oh,
that was smart.
that.
So we
Oh my God.
all the way to Santa Barbara.
You go into the door and it hits you this beautiful fragrance, but
beautiful.
stinky.
The flower. She ruined the flower show.
Oh my God! Every time she walked by, I mean,
We'd walk by booths and the orchids would wilt
They would-
as she walked by.
it was so bad.
So anyway, it was well known that she had this odor, and I don't know what happened if she just like hit, because she was probably like 16 or something at the time. We were all about that age, and it's like maybe she just hit puberty and hadn't crossed that bridge of putting on deodorant. But she was like a fully grown, like, I mean, you know.
Yeah, but you said something about their family, that they didn't have a car. They lived in a farm. You rode your bicycle everywhere when everyone else was it was more metropolitan.
Yeah, they're
they took
natural.
so I think that maybe, I don't know if she shaved her arms.
She did, I remember, because
armpits.
she would wear these tank tops, right? Mm-hmm. And they were like out breathing.
Yeah. She just
They were
didn't
just
use
like
deodorant.
Yeah.
The world's problem.
She was the only one that could breathe.
But didn't you end up gifting her a bar of deodorant?
I think I did.
My mom slipped her a
I
bar of
think I
deodorant
did.
after that car ride.
I think I did. I gave her some really nice soap and some
Lush, of
deodorant or
course.
something. Yeah. No,
Did
there
she
was
get
no
the picture, do you think?
God, I don't remember. It was so long ago, but boy, that stinky
No, it was
Fraulein.
memorable. Oh, Stinkafrauka.
Stinkafrauka. That was that was unbelievable.
Not a very nice name. We didn't call her that, by the way.
Not,
But that's another if it is a woman, that would
God,
be
I
a
hope she
very
doesn't watch this. That'd be so fucked.
but if it's a woman,
The point
get her some
is,
pretty soaps.
you're going to
and,
be doing her a favor. This person's got to know they stink, because the truth is, if you stink that bad, you're walking around everything all day long, and people are being, that person fucking stinks, and you don't want to be that person. So you either just own it and say, listen, as a coworker and a friend, I respect you. You stink. Here, I just being honest. Thank you, peace and love. Or you leave an anonymous letter. What else can you do?
There was a family that got on an airplane. This was not too long ago, and they were asked to leave because they smelled so bad.
Wow, a whole family of stinkers?
Do you
from
remember, Gary?
a certain part of New York, so I'm not going to say anything
Oh, the
more about.
Orthodox?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh, those fucking Orthodox
Yep.
Jews stink to high heaven.
And we
Because
had
they don't shower. They wear these suits and the
well, in Israel, it's worse. They wear
Ah.
big caps and heavy jackets, and even the little
dude.
kids.
Can you imagine getting kicked off a plane for stinking?
they literally were kicked off the plane.
Is
Right,
that
you
is
can
that
punch
in
a
the,
stewardess and not get kicked
yeah.
off, but you
Is that-
stink, you get kicked.
Is that somewhere in the user
Oh, it
agreement?
had
that you
to
can't
be so
stink?
offensive for them to be asked to leave.
Yeah, well, on the little plane, you can imagine probably people even in the back row were smelling that. There's